Hello! Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reviewing the most anticipated show for me, at least of the year, James Gunn's Peacemaker. Now, a couple reasons for why I was super excited for the show. Number one, I'm a huge James Gunn fan, obviously with my Guardians 2 poster back there, and I also love the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie and also the Scooby-Doo movies, which are classics.
Check out my pecs, little man!
Definitely one of the best writers in Hollywood right now, and also, the Suicide Squad was just so good. And obviously, like everyone else, I was kind of conflicted with the idea of a Peacemaker show. I mean, obviously after... Yeah, I wouldn't like him either. And the trailers for this looked a little conflicting. I mean, some parts were really funny and other parts were just... I gave it a chance, and guys, this is one of the best surprises of the entire year. And just so you know, before we get into the review, this is a spoiler review, so if you have not seen the show yet, or you're behind a couple episodes, go finish Peacemaker, you will love it, and come back here to listen to my beautiful thoughts. So some positives right out of the way are John Cena. I've had a little hot take, but after this, not a hot take, that John Cena is a better actor than The Rock. Not throwing any shade, I love The Rock, you know, it's always about drive and it's about power, but John Cena. And I loved him as Peacemaker in the Suicide Squad movie, but in this show, he is 10 times better. Just that scene where he's playing Home Sweet Home by Motley Crue on the piano, or when he kills the White Dragon, like those are just only two major examples in my mind of how great his acting is in the show. And another scene that really shows off how good John Cena was in the show is, how do I describe it? John Cena is like punching himself in the face, and obviously he's wallowing in the self-sorrow of killing Rick Flag and all that stuff, and that scene was also really good.
The flag is right. Peacemaker.
What a joke.
And not just John Cena was good. Literally every actor in the show is so good. Apparently the guy who plays Myrn is going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and I can't wait. And including in that cast is my favorite character of the show, Eagly. Okay, but I know he was everyone's favorite character, so let's just do another one. Vigilante is a close second, though. I don't even know who this actor is. I probably should have looked it up, but it's too late now. He is fantastic because he's not the stereotypical nerdy type. He's also just kind of weird and crazy. He's like Deadpool if he didn't take medication, which I'm not saying Deadpool takes medication, but Ryan Reynolds seems like the guy who takes medication. This guy does not, and I couldn't get enough of it. He is so fucking good in the show. Another thing that's surprisingly good for especially an HBO Max show are the visual effects. There were only a couple scenes where I was like, oh yeah, this is a TV show. And that's saying a lot, especially how bad the CW shows got. Yeah, no, these visual effects are like Avatar level compared to that. Obviously with the James Gunn project, you know the writing is going to be spectacular, and this show does not disappoint in that at all. I have one criticism with the writing, but we're going to get to that when we get to the negatives. Some examples of how good the writing was anything involving Peacemaker's father, especially with that final episode with him where he's just taunting him and Peacemaker actually kills his father. Like, that scene was so good, which is another example of John Cena's acting chops. Like when he's punching his father and he's saying,
I'm only right about one thing, I am a piece of shit! I'm a piece of shit for listening to you for all those years! I'm a piece of shit for not killing you in your sleep!
Like, that scene alone was just incredible. I won't lie though, Vigilante's joke, you know, after he does it, I could have gone without it. Which will lead me into my negatives about the show. Very few, but there are a couple. The comedy honestly misses just as much as it hits for me. There are some episodes where I'm laughing my ass off, and then there's just some parts that just, I can't take. Maybe it was all the Foster the People jokes, but a lot of them just felt kind of cringy or just like very lazy. Like they were very lazily written jokes. And some episodes definitely feel a little rinse and repeat, but whenever they start feeling like that, there's always a twist, or there's a really funny joke, or there's a cool action scene. There's always something going on to like negate that feeling, but that feeling was still there a couple times. And definitely not enough Judo Master, like what the hell? This man was an absolute classic. Like I want to put him into the Riley Reviews something like lore. Like, you know, Anne Hathaway, Timothée Chalamet, Drake. We gotta have him in here too. Came back during editing, but I can't believe I didn't even mention the Justice League cameo. Like, whoa. Now I'm with a couple fans that are like, why are they even teasing Henry Cavill? Like, just say he's in it or say he's not. And I agree with that, man. I'm not the biggest fan of his movies, but I definitely like Henry Cavill in the role, and I don't want him to leave. Like, I don't want another Superman right now. We're already getting Pattinson, and trust me, he looks amazing, but like another Superman, I'm okay. Well, that I can work with that. And oh my goodness, I was about to talk about a James Gunn project and not mention the soundtrack. The soundtrack is so good. Obviously ranging from a lot of like, you know, old school rock and also a lot of new school rock, to be fair. Even with some of the cringy lyrics of it, I can't argue that it doesn't fit the show. So overall, Peacemaker is just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful show. John Cena is obviously the standout, but every other character is fantastic. The actors are great, along with a really clever and well-written script that complements it just as well. Overall, I'm going to be giving Peacemaker a solid 808s and great. I know this just got renewed for season 2, and I know they're going to be doing another spin-off of a Suicide Squad character, which by the way, I have all of them. Look, I have all of them, including Savant. I finally got him. I told y'all I would get him. You know I wouldn't lie to y'all. I can't wait for whatever goes on with that. And Guardians of the Galaxy 3, like, hope you had fun reviewing stuff with me. I had fun reviewing stuff with you. Stay tuned this weekend for my Batman Returns review because you're going to want to tune in. Alright, you guys, hope you have a good day and stay safe.
Any questions?
Have you met Wonder Woman?
She did spend an entire party IFing me from across the room.
Sick.
Dude, I said effing. Hey! All right!
The level is just so advanced, the bezel is Tiffany stamp, don't grip on my hand. I know that I came with the slide from left to right, but now I don't wanna dance. I got too much on the line, too much on my mind, too much ain't enough of my plans. Nike don't pay me to tell you just do it, they pay me to show you I do it again.